would you respond to someone who doesn't like either candidate?
But does this ever not happen?
Every election.
Honestly, I feel like this is a really personal thing. Okay, I don't want to tell people how to vote. For me, personally, I am a strategic voter. Okay, and so in many ways, what I do is I will pick. First off, I'll start off in primaries so that I can try to get the candidate that I like the most, because you're more likely to have, in a primary, you are voting in the election that determines the party's candidate. And so if you are voting in a partisan election, then you share that party ID, well, at least in Kentucky, you do. It depends on what state you're in. But and so then what you'll get is you'll get a slate and a range of candidates that go maybe from the most liberal to the more moderate, and on the other side from the most conservative to the more moderate. And in that primary, you'll get to pick. And so then that will minimize, the more you people turn out for that, that'll minimize the chances of having a general election with two candidates that you don't like. All right, so that's the first part of the strategy. Oftentimes, if you are not in line with the majority of the partisans in your district, then or region, then that won't necessarily work. And what I do when I get to the general election is because I'm strategic. I'm willing to vote for candidates that I don't completely like if I like them more than the other candidate. In those instances where that is just not the case either way, there usually are some third-party candidates on the ballot, or you can write one in, and so you can make the principled vote just for your own mental well-being, that you don't want to vote for somebody you don't like, even though you'll lose that way. And if we come up to the point of I don't know if a question will come up about why there are only two parties, or why there's a reason for that too, and I'll leave that for later if it comes up though.